E, go ahead and introduce this.
So we have our last featured topic. We had a whole bunch of
Four
featured topics. Yeah, we have four of them. This is the last one. This is Terrence's topic. So, how important?
I don't even remember it. But go ahead.
Oh no! Now I'm gonna say you don't remember it. You remember all the topics I come up with this bad. You remember that? But, yeah. How important is it to have immigrants in this country?
What? Oh my goodness!
I'm gonna let y'all two have this. Though.
I'm an immigrant.
I know that you're an immigrant.
Yeah.
Are you an immigrant?
You
Yeah,
a citizen now.
You're a citizen.
now.
2017. Well, I am originally an immigrant, but
You're a
2017.
citizen now. You're not
Okay.
an
Okay.
immigrant.
I was a illegal alien until 2017. So being a legal alien is an immigrant. I came here when I was 8 years old. I came to America when I was 8 years old, and I know that. I just feel like America is built on immigrants.
Yeah.
This is like everybody here is an immigrant, and I do agree that you have to go through certain things to get here.
Yeah.
The illegal immigrant. I mean, every country has borders.
Yeah.
Every country has different things that you do. You don't want to, because sometimes a lot of people flee from their country because they were doing crime in their country and bring crime here. But I think that it is important to have immigrants here because immigrants is what builds up the melting pot.
Yeah.
And immigrants is part of what makes America run.
Yeah.
But I think the idea of what they're talking about in politics a lot is illegal immigrants, illegal aliens. That gives a bad name to everybody that's an immigrant.
Yeah, like they make it just they're making it seem like like it's everyone's bad. Like every immigrant is like bad.
Yeah.
Or like they're here to just take money or get free this and free that and all that kind of stuff or whatever. Like don't get me wrong. Like I worked for a formal government, and so I've seen like both sides of it. And I mean,
I came here under Reagan, so you wasn't nothing free to immigrants back then.
but and I mean with how it's explained and how some immigrants may look at it, they do look at it like that, and it's come across as a sense of entitlement for some. Like I've been on that side of the desk where it's just like, oh, okay, but I've had some who, they were running from something, you know what I'm saying? And they were coming here, to get, just for safety and to have a better life and stuff like that. And it really makes me think about, it made me think about my life personally, because like I would ask like, what you come to, I'm like, what you come to the United States for, and then I've had individuals tell me, some of their stories, and it was just like, wow, so, yeah, how they're painting a picture of immigrants, and like they making it seem like they're just taking bags and just throwing it over the thing and climbing up, and it's just like, in reality, like, if that's what they got to do to get out of whatever situation they had going on at home, I mean.
My opinion, I feel like immigration, whatever you want to call it, I think that they make a big contribution to this country. A lot of times, when you hear immigrant, it's always a negative connotation, and they always make it on the darker color. When there's immigrants of all different hues.
Immigrants from Russia.
Hues and color, but they put this thing in your head when they talk about immigrants is always the first thing you think about is like a dark skin. A lot of them are hard working.
Do you watch YouTube?
Yeah, I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch YouTube?
Yeah.
Don't y'all hear these immigrant commercials every...
It's always...
They're trying to let these immigrants in. Yeah. Send them back home. These immigrants are coming.
But you know what's so funny about when it comes to like the immigrants, especially like immigrants, like, they come from different countries or whatever, it's like there always are people that oppose immigrants and talk about immigrants and talk about this, but then when it's festival time, they always want to take part in festivals. They want to take part in holidays, and just like when they was talking about build the wall, but when Cinco de Mayo come out, everybody like,
or they be talking about these immigrants, send these immigrants home, and then they be like, I remember when my grandfather came here from Yeah, you're an immigrant too.
Yeah.
So immigration is a part of why you are here and part of why you are who you are.
And I know a lot of times we go off our own experiences dealing with people like I last segment I told you I worked around a whole bunch of Mexicans when I was younger. They were some of the most humblest, nicest people. They came to work, did they work, minded their business. I mean, some of them weren't legal, but but I learned things from them, like hearing their stories and dealing with them.
You want to know what? I have worked in services before, and I and I talked to like a lot of Mexicans on the phone too, and what I do now, and I have never had a Mexican be rude to me.
Yeah,
really?
I have never. I put it on every. I cannot remember one conversation that I have ever had with a Mexican. Now it's been like we can't understand each other sometimes, but I have never had a Mexican cuss me. I have never had a Mexican ever, and I'm trying to remember. I have never had a Mexican cuss me. I have even if it's something wrong with what their situation. I have never had a Mexican cuss me out. And I say that all Mexicans are nice because everybody is like
yeah.
But I've just never had that situation, and I talk to a lot of them.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of immigrants is what make this country run. You look at agriculture. That's a big part of immigrants come over here, and then it's like people are like, oh well, they're taking jobs away from Americans, and then when it was like, well, you go do them jobs, like don't American want to do those jobs.
And it's funny. And it's funny too, like people from New York that love rap music. Most of your rappers from New York, their parents are either immigrants or they're immigrants and just don't have access anymore. Because most of them are Jamaican. Well, all of Caribbean. Every one of them is Caribbean.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like when it comes to immigrants, they just get negative. It's just so. It's like the first thing it's like I'm just saying, like the way they drill things in your head is like when you hear immigrants, you just think of negative.
They had that horrific music in the background.
Yeah, it's just like
they do it. I'm just trying to watch my YouTube video.
Yeah, and I mean, you share your experiences, with you come from Jamaica, coming to
getting picked on like a lot because I had an accent and just like people chasing us home with snowballs and parents like picking up their phone saying don't call my kid no more because you Jamaican and y'all crazy, but she on crack. And it's like okay, so we both crazy, and then it was just a lot of that, and it was like a lot of single mothers too, like you crazy because you can't keep no man. But
so I mean, how do you feel? Like I'm not gonna say every movie, but whenever you watch a movie, like especially like if it's a Jamaican in the movie, why they always gotta be the drug dealing, machete wielding?
Because it's not too far from the truth. But but I mean, it's you do have that there, but then there's other things there too.
Yeah, but that's it's just like the same in America. You have those type of people in America, but it's just like when you see,
and then it makes it more exciting too. Because it's from a different place, so it's just like you don't understand that place anyway, so you think that that's all that it is. Because I swear, dude, I'm not even gonna lie. When I first came to America, I was 8 years old, and you know how like y'all think about Jamaica's crazy, and I got here, I thought Americans was crazy as hell. I thought y'all was like, because I'm from the country too, and it's like I was like from a nice. I thought Americans were because the kids on the bus was so bad. Yeah. They cussing teachers out, stuff we couldn't do back home, the way they talk to like their parents. I used to be like, Americans, I used to tell my parents, like, these American kids, they're crazy. Yeah. Like, I used to think that was, but then we moved to the hood too, so those kids was actually crazy.
And then like you said, you hear some of these people's stories, and you be like, oh my goodness, because my friend, his daughter's mother, she's from Kenya, and I remember she was telling us some stories about her being at boarding schools, and she was telling us, I felt sorry. I was like, man, what? Some of the stuff that they have to endure. So I could see why people are trying to, come over here to, America. It's just, but I feel like I feel like immigrants like I said, this country is built on immigrants and immigration.
Yeah.
Until I mean, even though Christopher Columbus
was an immigrant.
Yeah, but he discovered America though.
No, he actually he was looking for India. And he was high as hell.
What was he high on? Chicken wings?
Oh, no. Ain't no chicken wings back then. Hey, Google how fruit and like different things supposed to look. You would just
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's not even meaty. It's just like, and it's just like the way that we just modify this stuff. It's like it's crazy. Like this food, bananas. It's supposed to be like it look crazy. They're little but because we have to feed mass production. How chicken's supposed to look. Chicken is like a splice between two different things.
We were talking about chicken the whole time.
Yeah.
You hungry?
I am hungry.
So we would like to thank you. Got anything else you want to add to this?
No, I don't think so. I appreciate you all for having me on the show.
You want to give any shout outs to anybody?
Shout out to again my husband, Ricardo Spencer, and my children,
Shout out.
Nasir, Quincy, Ashton, Deuce. Shout out to the Remedy Church, my pastor, Pastor Lav and Pastor Lisa. And I think that's about it. I want to go through all the line. Be like, shout out to my Sans, Brandy, Nicole, Chantel, Megan and Candy, Spring 2001 Beta Chapter. Yeah. So
you know all them too?
Of course.
like, of course.
But the thing is, this was my special.
We'll talk about all that.
Yeah, we have to go through
Special is like you see somebody on that line and you like that person, you relate to that person, and there's a special person on that line. This was my special. I saw her and I was like, oh, she's a special little something. She was
used to harass me.
She's so special. She's so special. So
what are you doing?
Are you allowed to have more than one special?
Yeah, I had many specials. I don't know how
so
many.
So specials is plural.
Yeah, I don't even know how many deltas have special me. I don't know. Like Jen whole line special me. I special music line. Like I have so many delta specials. From like well before it's like it's so yeah.
So if you go to another sorority, it's the same thing.
No, I just got like a whole bunch of Delta special, which is crazy because the AKAs are our sister, and I don't even think I had one AKA special. Alexis, you remember Alexis?
Her name sounds familiar.
She's like really dark and really pretty.
What year is she?
She was like the year before me. She was me.
Shout out! Hey, shout out!
But I loved her. That was my special.
Hey, shout out to all the specials out there.
All right, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for watching.